with that, we will move on then to the presentation from Four Mounds. So I will go ahead and let you get set up here, and then we'll move on to that, please.
Good evening, Mayor Kavanaugh, City Council members, City Manager, and City staff. My name is Jill Courtney, and I'm the Executive Director at Four Mounds. And on behalf of the entire Four Mounds team, I thank you for the opportunity to provide you with updates on HEART Partnership and happenings on site at Four Mounds. And unfortunately, Becky Bodish, our program manager, was not able to make it tonight, but she wanted to just share programming updates in her own words. So we'll get started.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, City Council members, and City Manager Van Milligan. We appreciate the opportunity to present today. My name is Becky Bodish, and I am part of the Four Mounds team. This evening, I will give a brief program update, and Jill Courtney will follow with future site plans to increase accessibility and accommodate our continued program growth. Spring and summer are always busy times at Four Mounds. Students on our transitional employment pathway have been working hard, caring for the chickens, milling wood from fallen trees on site, repairing furniture, and helping with groundswork and landscaping. Amidst the excitement, Adventure Day Camp is also in full swing. And in addition to the job skills students on our transitional employment pathway are gaining every day, they are also working on personal goals and career planning as part of their paid work week. Students working at the property located at 514 Angela Street are learning a lot in a short time. This past quarter, they finished indoor framing, replaced all windows, insulated the entire house, and are currently working on siding and soffit while the weather cooperates. They also helped our team with drywall on the Garfield site for a couple of days. This group of students is ready to join the workforce. These students also earned their flagger and heavy equipment operator certification through Northeast Iowa Community College this past year. 821 Garfield is the current project for our youth program, HEART Building Futures. While the high school students in this program are on summer break, work has not stopped. We also have students in our adult programs at this site on occasion. We celebrated 3 graduates in May from this group. Students on this project learned how to read a blueprint, finished all interior framing, learned all processes and pros and cons of spray foam insulation and drywall, and took an active role in working with our electrician to wire the entire home. Further, they prepped the exterior of the home for siding and soffit this summer. Students on our home modifications pathway are completing modifications for local income qualifying seniors to help them age safely in place. We recently completed our 22nd project on this pathway. Homeowners complete a satisfaction survey when our work is complete. To date, we have received 100% positive feedback in the areas of professionalism of our students and staff, quality of work, and increased safety for the homeowners. Tub cutouts, as in the picture, are a popular and cost-effective home modification. This is not easy work and requires some agility and ability to work in tight spaces. Students are now completing this work independently with the guidance and direction from their job coach.
Four Mounds has been teaching construction skills to youth at risk of dropping out of high school for more than 30 years. Our work has impacted hundreds of individuals, dozens of first-time home buyers, and the community as a whole through the revitalization of our most vulnerable neighborhoods. In 2019, we added programs to serve adults with barriers to employment. Our programs are unique in that they offer paid hands-on training and holistic support to ensure student success. Home Modifications is our newest program.
I didn't really want to do this program, and my brother and his wife talked me into it because I didn't want a lot of people coming through my house. I'm so thankful that they kept after me to do this.
Students on this pathway build skills making homes accessible for local seniors to safely age in place. Our team has completed more than 20 projects in the last year. This work is transformative for homeowners and students as they gain the skills and confidence necessary for employment.
The house looked better after they left than it did when they came, and the modifications they made to my house have made a difference already.
Students were very, very polite, and I felt that they were eager to learn. They had wonderful supervisors to help them.
I just hope that this is a program that can continue because of the thing that it just doesn't benefit one group, but benefits numerous groups.
Our programs work, especially for those trapped in the low-wage worker cycle, and partners are essential for making this happen. Thank you for your consideration and support.
We know our programs work, but that said, we also know that none of what we do would be possible without our partnerships. We have many partnerships in the community, from Northeast Iowa Community College and Dubuque Community Schools to other nonprofits, but our longest and most substantial supporter and partner has been the City of Dubuque. So thank you for your ongoing support and investment in what we're doing. We would not be able to do this without you. Thank you.
Because of the expansion and success of the HARP partnership, we began planning to design and construct a new building on site at 4 Mounds. We have completed the building designs, and after many team and partner meetings, we are confident it will meet our current needs, as well as allow for continued program expansion. This building will also serve the community. We anticipate Dubuque Community Schools and NICC and other educational institutions will be able to use the classroom space for other opportunities, such as professional development, field trips, while other local programs will have the access to nature and ecological programming. The new Educational and Training Center will be located by the yellow buildings near the Prairie and the Trailhead. We are working with architect Jeff Morton and landscape architect firm Jeffrey L. Bruce & Company to determine the exact location. Once construction begins, we will take measures to maintain the integrity of the site using low-impact methods to ensure we are protecting and preserving natural areas and the historic character of the site. The HARP Partnership Building Dubuque adult programs have grown and thrived over the past 4 years, requiring 4 Mounds to explore opportunities to create a designated home base for educational and workshop programming for our many students. We have received generous funding support from the Dubuque County of Supervisors to embark upon the development of this new versatile center, and we look forward to engaging the community in this process. The HARP Partnership Program model is effective, high impact, and can be replicated, and we know this is just the beginning. While we are coordinating construction of a new educational and training center, we will also be working with contractors on site for upgrades to current infrastructure on the historic buildings. These upgrades include gas, water, electrical work, and replacing the White House boiler with a more efficient system. Further, we are excited to share we are breaking ground this fall for an outdoor visitor center with restrooms that will be fully accessible and open to the public. The Visitor Center will also serve as a storm shelter and provide storage for the ropes course and Adventure Day Camp. 4 Mounds has been working with consultant Alan Goodman Miller on fund development planning for the Educational and Training Center capital project and campaign to create a roadmap for success in fundraising and grant opportunities. Because of incredible program impact and success, our team is working on several funding opportunities for continued expansion and sustainability of our HARP programs. We received $500,000 from Dubuque County and most recently $25,000 from the DRA. We have also completed significant in-kind planning work with Gronin Development over the past 2 years. The new 4 Mounds Educational Training Center was one of 15 projects selected out of hundreds for $1 million in community project funding in fiscal year 2024. However, this funding does hinge upon Congress passing appropriations bills in late 2023 and 24. To date, we have partnered with over 16 nonprofits and businesses to complete the HARP partnership, and that number continues to grow each year. We couldn't do what we do without the support of our partners. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Leisure Services Parks Divisions for their support on recent work on site at 4 Mounds. In less than 4 hours, we lost 4 significant trees on the property. And because of their quick response and work, we were able to create a safe environment in less than 1 day for our guests and visitors. And thank you, Councilwoman Russell, for taking time to tour the site and offering support to find us funding to replace the fallen trees with new life. Again, we thank the city for this opportunity to share our exciting updates and for your partnership throughout the years. We believe that Four Mounds helps the city accomplish many of its key priorities, and our critical programs restore the people and place of Dubuque. We look forward to many more years of strong collaboration. Thank you. So any questions?
Oh, thank you, Jill. Open it up for questions. Yeah, Mr. Spring, go ahead.
No questions, Jill. Just excited to see progress going out there. And as always, thank you for what you're doing in our neighborhood. It's just when the teens come in and rebuild those homes, it's spectacular what they look like when they're done. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Mr. Resnick.
Well, I'm going to be last instead of first, and then
You're second.
everybody has to go
Yeah.
after I talk too much. But anyway, I'm on the board, and I can tell you they are doing so much. They're talking about new facilities and about the different things that they need to grow. Right now, they have done amazing things with just string and tape and making it work. And they don't complain. They just keep growing and doing good things for people. And so, what you're seeing here is vitally important. And I know most of you have been out there and seen the site where these buildings might go, and it's just great for our community. So again, surprise, no questions, but I just want to say, from what I see in board meetings there, and from what I see on the ground and the people that I talk to involved in these programs, this is such a great thing for our community. So thank you, and let's hope that $1 million gets to Four Mounds.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah. Ms. Wethel.
I just wanted to make one comment. Four Mounds does so much, and I appreciate the opportunity to go out and tour with you guys and learn more about it when I started on council. One thing, in addition to, of course, the HEART program, which I wish there was a way to duplicate it times 100. I know that it is very people, time intensive, and the funding, of course, will help. The preservation of the wildlife areas and the areas that are natural habitat was really impressive to me. And we went by and you grabbed a leaf of something. You said, this is invasive. This doesn't belong here. I'll have to come back to this. I was so impressed by that. You're so passionate about what you all do in so many ways of preservation of the physical facilities, of educating those that will have a hand up when it comes to workforce, but also the preservation of the habitat and the beauty there. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ms. Roussel.
I just want to say thank you for all the great work that you do. It's always a pleasure to work with you. I appreciate that you even leave your place out there at Four Mounds and come and help us in the community to plant trees. So I sure hope that we can find some funding to replace some of those lovely trees that you've lost of late. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We enjoy helping the community as well. I actually love planting the trees, but I probably watch more than I work.
Jill, there's a slide that you showed when Becky was speaking over it, and it talked about the amount that someone can make after the HEART program. There's an average wage, I believe, on there. Could you go back to that? Is there a way
Sure.
to be able to see that? 'Cause it was going kind of quick. Yeah, right before this one, I think.
Is that the slide you're looking
No, one more back, maybe, if you can. No, other direction, I think. Sorry.
Four Mounds has been teaching
She might
construction
start
skills.
talking again. I was worried that could happen.
We know our.
So but it looked like, maybe you know it right off the top of your head. How much does the average earnings go up for somebody after the HEART program? It was like in the teens, then like 37,000 or something?
So I don't know the exact amount, but I know that they come in around 12 to 15,000, and they're leaving around 37 to 38,000.
Wow. And I heard too, the certifications that people can earn through the course of time as they're working there. That was actually new information to me. I hadn't heard that before. So that's really interesting to know that. I knew it was effective, but the numbers you're showing us right here are pretty incredible numbers for the effectiveness of your program.
It is. And it's important to note that they're entry-level positions. So as they enter the workforce, they can continue to advance their career and receive benefits.
Yeah, that's great. My one other question has to do, first of all, congratulations on the moving forward with the plans. This looks like it's going to be a great addition with the visitor center outside and things like that. And I've got a visual in my head, but now I need to go and see the property again to kind of see what it looks like. There's a prairie next door that I believe is now a part of Four Mounds, right? What's the status of the prairie currently? Because I think there was a farm that was purchased next door.
So we have the farm campus, which is on the Four Mounds property, and then we own an additional 40 acres, which is a farm. So there's a piece of land that sits between those two properties. Mm-hmm. And we've done some work on the farm, which Jay would know a little bit more about, but we've done some restoration. There was some brush mowing and removing of trees. Mm-hmm. And then the prairie that's on site, which is on the yellow buildings, the farm campus area. So we've done a lot of work continuing up until about a year ago with removing invasives. And then last year I'd reported that we had found the rusty-patched bumblebee. Mm-hmm. And so the Iowa State students were just up again in the last couple weeks and did find another bee, and we'll be back to conduct more surveys.
That's great.
So I'm not sure I answered your question, but
no, I think you did. Are those well? And Marie is going to help you here, but
okay,
yeah,
great.
I'll let Marie help, and then I can ask another.
Thank you, Mayor. Marie Ware, Leisure Services Manager. And we do have a REAP grant that we got in order to assist with the purchase. So the purchase is not completed. We're working on the purchase agreement right now and working through that process. So it is in process for us to purchase that additional farm area with the intent that we would then lease it straight back to Four Mounds Foundation for operational purposes, just like they're doing with the main campus.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely forgot where we were in that process. So thank you very much for reminding us. Okay. The information you said from the studies with the students that are helping to look for the wildlife that's there, is that information that is shared with the public, or is that information that you kind of hang on to as Four Mounds?
Well, we shared a little bit last year, but I think after this study we'll know more, so we'd be happy to share that with you and the public.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful to know exactly what you're finding out there and how that fits into the things we're trying to do here. So.
That's more Jay's area, but I learn about that every day, so.
That's fine. Well, however we get the information is fine.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for being here.
Thank
we
you.
sincerely appreciate it. All right. There being no further business in the work session, we will be adjourned.